I don't know of any other company or any of my friends that actually work for somewhere like Aspen in which have a partnership, that they send you out to see the work that they do. Actually seeing what the work's being done on the ground makes such more a fundamental difference, I think.
I can tell you I've been twice now, this is my second time, and it just changes me each time, and it moves me so much. You know, you don't realise how lucky you really are. And when you see people like this, I'm so sorry I'm crying.
So I think over the years, Uganda's obviously been the largest talked about part of what Adara's been doing. So to actually see Nepal and what they're doing here and the scale of what they're doing here, that's been quite eye-opening. It's so wide-reaching, and that's the piece that I didn't really appreciate before.
I'm just a little bit overwhelmed by the amount of work that they actually do and what the funds that they raise actually go to. The work that Pollard is doing is just amazing.
All the activities are not only fun, were quite meaningful.
I was speaking to a boy of 17, and he just mentioned how important the work Adara had been doing for him, how it had completely changed his life, how he was in college now and he would never have had the opportunity to do that. Mentioned that Adara had saved his life as well, which I thought was an incredible thing.
I've been most moved by the older children who were rescued from child trafficking, and they just made such progress, and some of them are so confident. I talked to one student who is about to finish high school and is applying to US universities for engineering, so pretty amazing.
Since coming here, we've learnt a lot about the work that Adara has done. Not just for the Adara youth, but for the partnerships that they work with as well. And it's such a wide-ranging, from education to medical. Everything that Adara does, and also through the partnership with Aspen, really supports people to change their lives for the good in a generational type way.
The fact that the children have to travel so far just to go to school every single day, I mean, myself and the rest of the team, we were absolutely wounded climbing the track today and back, and the kids were just so happy. You know, to them it was just like, oh, 2 hours, no problem. For us, we were just like, oh my goodness, like, are we there yet?
The kids get up in the morning and they come themselves from the ages of, could be 4 upwards.
These kids, like, you know, they want to learn, so they make the track every day. It's just amazing.
There was a boy in the class, and one of the questions we asked him was, what country did you want to visit? And he said Japan, and we said why? And he said that he wants to go to Japan because they have earthquakes there, but their houses are a lot safer, so they have a lot less fatality. So he wants to go to Japan and learn about that so he can bring it back here to impact change. And for a 14-year-old boy, I was quite humbled and really impressed.
And similarly, there's a girl who, the way she carries herself and her poise and the way she communicates, and you can see all the other kids looking up to her. You can see her standing up in front of hundreds of people making speeches. The way she carries herself is fantastic. She could be anything. We've been sitting here looking at all these kids who play together, grow up together, and just the thought that, you know, they get to however old, 10, 11, 12 years old, and suddenly a bunch of girls might disappear, be effectively being trafficked, and the fact that that's changed is quite unbelievable.
Just incredible how they have changed the lives of the people in the village.
When we went to see the Adara youth, some of them are a bit older now, so even though that they've grown up, they're still very much part of the family, and they really pay into the programme that they are so thankful for.
The idea that some of these kids were 5, 6 when basically Adara took them in. Now they're going to college and university at the age of 21 and even gone outside of Nepal as well. Yet everyone's got such invested interest in coming back and helping the other youth. The whole family spirit and the whole combination of everyone really has been inspirational.
The volunteer work, the people who work in the schools, in the clinics, everyone's so passionate and dedicated about what they do. It makes a huge impression on you to see it in person.
The whole thing has been moving. The whole thing has been life-changing, to be honest.
To see the work that Adara do, how important the projects are, how if it stops, it'll change the lives of this village, and we just don't want that to happen.
You have a completely different understanding about life.
This bunch of people from Aspen were really, really fantastic. Very easygoing, very nice, and very compassionate. You know, everybody was so connected with people, staff, kids.
So humbling and eye-opening, and there just aren't words to say how thankful I am to Aspen and to the Adara Foundation for organising this trip.
I'll go home with lifelong memories from this. The children are beautiful, the people are beautiful, and Nepal's a wonderful country.
Yeah, I would just say keep in touch, guys. You're very good. Be connected with us.